With that, let us bring in Congressman Michael Waltz. He serves on the House Armed Services and Foreign Affairs Committee. Joins us now. We're also a congressman from Florida. And while your district is not necessarily in the crosshairs, you're still going to get hit because this is a Florida-wide storm. So what trouble spots are you worried about for your district?
Yeah, well, look, the good news here is that what we call the Big Bend, where the peninsula curves into the Panhandle, is one of the most sparsely populated parts of Florida. The bad news is for those who didn't evacuate in these kind of ranches, farms, and isolated beach communities, it's going to be very difficult for our first responders and our National Guardsmen and women to get to them. And then for my area, which is in the northeast coast, we'll get hit with a right hook. And what we saw with Ian, which did the same thing, is the immense amount of rainfall, the immense amount of flooding. And in areas where you have major rivers like the St. Johns River, swamps, lowlands, that can become very dangerous very quickly when you get this, the intercoastal waterway, for example, when you get this internal flooding that catches people by surprise because they didn't think they were in the crosshair. And then very quickly they can get into trouble.
I'm glad you brought up Hurricane Ian. I know that was a Cat 5 when it hit. Idalia is a Cat 4, but when you consider the storm surge here, Hurricane Ian's storm surge was 13.8 feet. It was $113 billion in damage. That was the costliest hurricane in Florida's history. But this storm, this morning we've heard, could get storm surge of anywhere from 12 to 15 feet. That would put, if it got up to that 15-foot mark, that would put it higher than that Cat 5 of Hurricane Ian. So, I mean, I know the state's considered this, but is this area prepared not only to deal with the damage that's done, but I mean to pay for this? Because this could be extremely costly.
Yeah, you're right. And that part of the Gulf of Mexico is very shallow, and it's one of the reasons you get such a big storm surge. But look, we know how to handle this in Florida. Governor DeSantis is on top of it, and his team. Our Florida National Guard, I just retired from the National Guard. Unfortunately, we go through this drill every year, but it is a battle drill, and I'm confident they'll be on it. And in terms of paying for it, our state budget is well run, and I'm sure the Florida delegation will be fighting for the federal resources needed. But right here, right now, let's get everybody to be safe. We could rebuild homes, but we can't rebuild lives. And my heart always goes out to the first responders and our National Guardsmen and women, because they have families too. They have homes too, but they're not back protecting their property or getting their families out. They're out helping everybody else. Right. And so I just can't say enough about them, the wonderful job that they do.
You are a congressman. Obviously, that invokes the federal part of all of this, like you mentioned. And you did say, look, after the fact, federal government resources will hopefully be there. But I want to focus on immediately after the fact, if not while you're going through it. What are you aware of in terms of FEMA resources to go in coordination with the state resources to make sure that lives are saved immediately following, and like I said, during the storm, if it's safe enough to go in there and save people?
Well, that's why the declaration of emergency is so important. That unlocks those resources to be pre-positioned close to the impact zone. That's where you get 1,200 National Guardsmen and women, the Coast Guard coming in and pre-positioning all of those resources. And look, because we go through this, things like our electrical power grid we've spent a lot of money in hardening that, so that the power lines don't get easily knocked over. A lot of them are built with concrete poles rather than, say, the typical wood poles. Same with our cell towers and other types of infrastructure. So Florida's been hardening. We spend a lot of money and resources on this over time. And in terms of immediate response, a lot of that is pre-positioned. That's why those early declaration of emergency are so important.
Yeah, and when you talk about immediate response, you can also talk about the shelters. As far as the shelters that have been opened, is there any idea what capacity they can hold, or if there's anybody who has gone to a shelter that you know of? Do you have numbers just yet?
I don't have numbers just yet, but again, it's part of the preparation process. Let's just pray that the storm moves quickly That's one of the reasons Ian was so devastating. Yes, it's the storm surge, but then it's how slowly that storm moved, and it's just dumping water in all of those waterways, and it has nowhere to go except into people's homes, into businesses, down, into Main Street towns. And so let's hope it moves quickly and gets the heck out of there so that we can begin the recovery process.
Congressman, something Ashley and I have been focused on all morning long is this notion of, look, we've had you on here talking about how people have flocked to Florida over the course of the last couple of years. Are you more worried about those individuals who may not have been through a hurricane before in terms of their safety, or are you more worried about the grizzled old Florida veteran who says, I can handle anything? 20 seconds to you, Congressman.
Yeah, actually, I'm worried about both, but I worry a little bit more about those of us in Florida. A lot of times where they like kind of a cry of wolf and ignore things that we shouldn't. So I worry about the grizzled old veterans who don't take it as seriously as they should, because we've seen this a lot. You need to take every one of these storms very seriously.
Congressman Michael Waltz, we appreciate your time. Please stay safe. We're praying for you and for the residents of your district.
And one thing Janice Dean did say at the top of this show is that it was quickly moving.
Yes.
So hopefully it does move through quick.